Hi everyone! Welcome back to the Herbal Bunny. My name is Tamitha, and today I want to talk about something that has currently happened to me, and I hope that I can encourage other people, help other people with the same situation when going through losing a loved one. So stay tuned. Recently, meaning April 26th, this past Wednesday, I lost a close friend of mine in a horrible car accident. When I received the news, I, immediately was just confused because, she's young, she's vibrant, she's happy, and I'm just questioning in my mind, like, what happened? I think these are the emotions that a lot of people go through, especially when they have a loved one that dies suddenly, unexpectedly. So, it's normal to have those questions run through your mind, just, and being in disbelief, like, you really can't just wrap your mind around it. And some of the things I want to share with you that I went through that helped me cope with this horrible situation was when I received the news and I just had that breakdown, that initial breakdown of trying to comprehend what was going on and just, getting your emotions out, so to speak. I cried, I wailed, I'm just like, and just all these thoughts run through my mind. A lot of people will try to keep those feelings in. Maybe not at first, when somebody receives news, they may react differently. I'm one of those people that will cry, and when I was younger, I would hold that in because my parents was like, if you cry, you're going to get a beating. So I would just hold those emotions in, and it built up anxiety throughout the years, and I think that it caused more harm than good. So my first tip is to you, just let it out. Who cares if somebody else is around, they see you act, don't be embarrassed. It's a normal response. You lost a loved one. So after about 45 minutes of just non-stop crying, I called someone, talked with them. I highly recommend calling a close family member or a friend and just letting them know what happened, so they can be a comfort to you. I called my friend who had recently lost her sister, and I was thankfully here with her when she got the news that her sister had passed away. So she was my comfort person to go to when my husband was at work. I couldn't get in contact with him. So I was just so thankful that I had that friend. So you want to make sure you have somebody that you can contact, that you're close with, that you can confide in and be a comfort to you. And then after you've had your moment of breakdown and everything, you're every now and again, at least for me, I had kind of these flashes of good times, and it kind of made me sad. Also too, when I had learned a little bit more information about what had happened, I kept having these horrible replays in my mind, step by step, what she was going through. And that is not a good thing, so to speak, at least for me, because I couldn't sleep. I was having, these horrible thoughts that it was either gonna, I'm next, one of my other family members is next, another friend is next. I just wanted to just stay like a hermit inside my home. I don't know if this is true for everybody. This is just what I went through. So I really had to do a lot of praying and going to my comforter, my husband, my friend, my mom, and a couple of church members. I had to just talk through these feelings because they're probably having the same feelings as well. So again, those thoughts are normal. You replay things in your mind that was, that could have happened or whatever. But these thoughts raises up a lot of chemicals in your body, and that's not a good thing because it can cause a lot of stress. People can have strokes and heart attacks. There's been people who lost a child, and a few days later they're so stressed out because they couldn't manage that, and they end up in a hospital themselves. So we want to avoid that, and I'm going to give you a tip that I did to help regulate those levels. So since I'm an herbalist and I believe that God has provided everything that we need on this planet to heal our bodies, He also has given us things to comfort us too in our herbs and our foods and stuff. So you can take many different herbal supplements. There's a variety of them out there. There's kava, there's chamomile tea. One of the things that I tried that really worked for me, it helped with my anxiety of some stuff in the past. So I was like, okay, I had this on hand. I had it already on hand. So I took some of it because it was available and it did its job. And I have it right here. You guys can see. Let me get it turned around right away. Holy Basil. Let's see if that's focusing. I know it says energy and vitality, but it really helps. I think okay, my camera's not focusing. There we go. So Holy Basil, it really helps with your stress and anxiety and helps balance out your hormones. It was the next day after the accident, I wanted to go to her crash site. I know some people thinks that maybe a morbid thing to do, but I just felt like I needed the closure and just to see where she was at when this all happened. But before I went, I took some Holy Basil and I took 2 whole dropperfuls and put it in a little bit of water and drank it before my friend. I had a friend go with me. Make sure you don't do this alone unless you feel like you really need to. But surprisingly, I'm thinking I'm going to have a breakdown when I go there because of the scene and everything. But surprisingly, I was calm inside. I was still sad. This isn't like, one of those things that's going to make you see unicorns and rainbows. I mean, it's not that kind of a drug, but it is going to help, just make you just relax a little bit, keep those anxiety hormones and stuff in check. And I went to the crash site, and like I said, I was surprisingly calm. I'm thinking that I was going to have this breakdown. I teared up a little bit. I looked around. I was just really happy to see all the balloons, the flowers, and the love and support letters and stuff. My friend, she collected certain things. She loved to do this shopping thing with the coupons. And I seen the first smell I smelled was fabric softener, and I had to laugh. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so her. And I was tempted to take a bottle because there was a few bottles laying around, but I didn't know if that was rude or anything. So I left it, and I just said a little prayer. I said my goodbyes to her there, and I was fine. Like I said, I did tear up a little bit, but I felt more, calm inside. And when we had the what do they call it, at the church, where we kind of gathered up just to show support for the family. I am not really good with dealing with people that are crying and I'm not a comforter. I don't know really how to do that. I'm just like, oh, they're there, like, oh, what do I do? Because I get emotion myself, so I have to try to block that out. And I was a little worried when I was going to go there as well, and I did have to take my Holy Basil. And that really surprisingly worked. I'm looking around, I'm seeing people having their breakdown. And again, I teared up a little bit, but I didn't do the hard sobbing. And I didn't have the crazy thoughts going through my mind. I did sleep easier that night than I did the first night. I didn't take anything the first night. I probably should have. But I was up literally the whole entire night just replaying what I didn't even see. And imagining everything that she had gone through. And so it's very important to have your initial cry, to let it all out, but also too, you need your support group. You need to think good, positive thoughts. This person is no longer in pain. You know, you don't want to think the what if, or did she, you know, suffer, any of that stuff. You know, the reality of it is now she's gone, and you know, she's in a better place. She was very, very loved, and I just keep thinking these positive thoughts, and that's what really helped get me through this horrific part in my life. So I really hope that these help somebody, encourages people. You know, if you lose somebody in the future, hopefully nobody has anything that's tragic. Not that it's easier knowing when somebody's passing. I had a grandmother who died suddenly, and then I had another grandmother who was sick for a long period of time, and it was actually a relief that she had gone. I had a cousin a couple years ago die of cancer. We knew that she was going to go, and even though it was sad and hurtful and stuff, it was a relief because she was no longer in pain. I'm not trying to say that it's better than somebody going suddenly, but for me, my experience, knowing that, you know, they were dying and stuff, kind of mentally prepared, okay, this person is going to die. And as opposed to somebody who you just seen a couple days later and was supposed to spend Saturday with you, you didn't get to do that because they died, you know, just like that, and overnight. You know, you never know when somebody's going to go. So my other tip for people is, don't take life too serious. You know, you have people, I know everybody's going to have arguments with their friends or family members. Hang on, my dog is barking. So I just recommend you guys just pick up the phone, call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. You know, if you've done something, you know, if you've done something wrong to somebody, you know, apologize for that, because you never know when somebody is going to pass or be out of your life, and you don't get those moments back. I really know that her and I were in a good place. There wasn't nothing unresolved with us, at least I don't think so. She didn't tell me. She's a pretty open person and would say, hey, you know what, you did this and you know. I'm the shy, quiet one, and she was the more of the, you know, extrovert, I guess. You know, she would definitely let people know if she had an issue with them. So I really feel as though we were, you know, in a good place. I didn't have anything unresolved with her, and you want to take that opportunity to settle things with people. You know, don't hold on to grudges and stuff. You know, I have family members that have been mad at each other for years, and they probably to this day don't even know why. So, you know, okay, I'm just winding out this video here, so I will go. My dog is starting to bark because school is out and they're barking at the children. Hershey! Come here, Popeye! He's a puppy. He's only a year old. I don't think you guys met my puppies. Let me... Come here, Hershey. Oh, my goodness. Oh. This is my Hershey. He's an Australian Shepherd. The other one down there is Origami. Yep, he's a year old. He's a mini Aussie. Okay, you're gonna fall. Come here, my Origami. Oh, it's a workout. And this here little guy is my Origami. Hey, hi, Origami. Yes, I kiss my pets. I'm sorry, people, but I love my animals. I don't kiss my chickens, though. That might be a little grosser. But yeah, he's my little wiener dog. He's like scared stiff. He's like, what's going on? And I have a cat. She's floating around here somewhere. Oh, she's right behind me. You can see her back here. That's my Chatter. We found her along the side of the road. She was a free kitty. Alright everyone, so that's the conclusion of my video and how I dealt with the loss of a very, very dear friend of mine. I hope I've encouraged people to talk to their loved ones, forgive, and call them up. I love you, mom and dad, brother, sister, whoever in your family, your friend. You know, you've been my friend for years, and you know, I just want to thank you. You know, a lot of people wait until the funeral and then they tell them their feelings and stuff. I'm always, you know, I think, well, maybe not always, but I really try to appreciate my friends and thank them for things that they've done for me, because I'm just so blessed in my life. I have a great, wonderful husband and everything, and I don't want to take anybody for granted, y'all. Yeah, so anyway, you guys have a great day. Love one another, cherish each other, and in the future, hopefully not anytime soon, but if you do have a loss, these tips and suggestions may help you as it did me. You guys have a great day. Be safe. Bye.